I don't want to go, Mrs. Reynolds. Please don't make me.
Believe me, Bobbie, it is for the best.
Did Mr. Manning say that he
No, but this will make things much easier for both of you. Stevens?
I don't really care either way. I don't suppose Barnhurst could be much worse than this place.
All right. The squad car will be here at any minute. All that's left for me is to wish you luck and say goodbye.
And good riddance.
I just wanted to say that Mr. Manning's a top bloke. Really he is.
Thank you, Bobbie. I'll tell him that.
Come along.
Well, I've got some news, Parker, that's bound to give your appetite a big lift. An old mate of yours coming in today from Barnhurst.
A mate? Oh, geez, who?
Margo Gaffney. You do remember her, don't you, Parker?
Yeah, we're going the wrong way. This isn't the way to Barnhurst.
And you shut up, too.
It appears we have mutual friends. I should have guessed it.
Yeah, we'll save your guessing for later, lady. Hey, there it is.
Good one, Cass. Look, I'm not kidding you. If this joint doesn't pick up, I am taking my business elsewhere next time.
What the hell's the matter with you, Dor?
Well, look, I go into the dining room and O'Regan dumped something on me plate that looks like it died 6 months ago.
Oh, I don't know, Dor. Wasn't that bad?
Wasn't that good neither, Cass. And as if that's not bad enough, somebody tells me that Gaffney's coming back.
Yes, that I could live without.
What?
At least you'll liven this lousy dump up a bit.
God, wouldn't you know that you'd be the one that'd stick up for Gaffney?
Hey, what's the big deal anyway? And who's Gaffney?
Oh, you'll get on very well with her, Payne. You're two of a kind.
And what's that supposed to mean?
She's a bitch.
Yeah, and she's dangerous, too. She was selling drugs to little kids no older than Bobbie in Barnhurst.
Well, you don't have to worry about that anymore now, will you? Because she's gone.
What are you talking about?
Bobbie, she's gone. I took a look in the cell before and the whole thing's been cleared out.
Jude, they wouldn't, would they? No, they wouldn't shanghai a little kid like Bobbie.
Well, I don't know, but I am sure as hell gonna find out.
Well, we're taking the afternoon off, eh? Come on, rec period's over, get back to work.
I want to see the governor.
And you'd better learn to ask properly.
Miss Ferguson, may I please see the governor?
Certainly, Bryant, just as soon as this lot get to work.
Okay, girls, let's hurry it up.
Hey, Jude, you will find out what's happened, won't you?
Yeah, sure.
Come, Bryant, get in.
Don't you worry, I still got her Walkman. She wouldn't go nowhere without that.
Try not to go to sleep, Yes, Mrs. Reynolds. I'm just about to process Gaffney in. Do you want to see her? All right, I will. Thank you. Come on. You know the procedure.
Yeah, sign for personal belongings, have shower, have lice check, then a big boring lecture from the big boring chief. Big deal.
Almost right, except the governor does not want to see you. Apparently you're not important enough.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. She's new, isn't she? She'll learn.
Oh, Gaffney, you know, I really didn't think I would miss you. I was right. Excellent. 2 crosses. You are improving.
They're not crosses. They're kisses. I love the place.
Showers. Oh, Gail, see if you can get Officers Ward or Ferguson to take over here, will you?
Ferguson? I thought she'd left.
No, she hasn't, and there are still quite a few people here who will remember you, Gaffney. So a word of warning. Tread carefully. I know your mates in there won't be pleased to see you, and that goes doubly for the officers. Come to think of it, you haven't got much going for you, have you?
Oh, Governor, it looks as though the women have found out about Mitchell and Stevens.
Well, they had to find out sooner or later. What's happening?
Nothing yet, but all the signs are there. Got Bryant outside. She demanded to see you.
Okay, bring her in. I may as well make it official before the rumours get out of hand.
Come on, Bryant.
Thank you.
Wait outside, would you, Miss Ferguson? Now, Judy, You're worried about Bobbie, is that it?
Yes, of course I am. Where is she?
On her way to Barnhurst.
Barnhurst? Now, come on. It was wrong of her to lie about Mr. Manning like that, but God, she's only a kid.
She feels terrible about facing her friends after making such a fool of herself. You can understand that, can't you?
No. Are you trying to tell me that she asked to be transferred?
Oh, no, but it wasn't a punishment, Judy. It was more for her sake than anything else.
Well, maybe. I don't know. It just all happened so fast, didn't it?
Yes, well, there was a reason for that. Stevens was being transferred anyway.
Sonia?
Yes, well, that wasn't our decision. It was the department.
Oh, well, they've done something right for a change, haven't they? What do you know?
Yes, Mrs. Palmer.
Sorry, I didn't know you were busy.
Oh, don't go. I've been reading a rundown on Gaffney. I want to talk to you about it. Was that all, Judy?
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you for your time.
That's all right. Mrs. Ferguson will take you back.
Okay.
What is it?
Oh, I think it'll be all right now. I'll tell you about it later.
Gaffney's papers.
What's the matter, Cash? You got a face like a well-smacked bum.
Oh, it's just a place of Myra. It's getting me down. I know it's a prison and all that, but, geez, at least I used to have any mates.
I know how you feel, love. You still got mates.
Yeah, how long for, but? Helen and Minnie, and now little Bobbie's missing. I tell you, Myra, if she's only mucking around, I'll dong her.
Yeah, well, wait till Jude gets
I've got
back.
it.
What are you up to?
The freak's on her way here with Judy. And I got a way to get rid of her whenever we want to.
Hey, hang on, what are you going to do? I don't want to get in any trouble.
I don't want to get in any trouble. Sit on it, Phyllis, you might like it. I'm off.
Woohoo! Stupid bitch, she doesn't care about anyone but herself. Oh, now that sounds a little bit funny coming from you, Phyllis. Shut up, dummy. Sooner you and Bryant go to Blackmore, the better.
You know something, Weasley? You're becoming a pain in the proverbial. I really think that...
Oh, hey, Jude, where's little Bobbie? What you find?
Hang Barker. She's gone to Barnhurst. And they will know how to look after a troublemaker like her.
Would Miss Ferguson please report to reception? Miss Ferguson to reception, please. Your transfer to the North Pole has been approved and a jumbo jet is waiting to take you there.
Oh, Colleen, the police will be here in about 15 minutes. They want to talk to Hunt.
Oh, I'll deal with that. Give me time to finish this. Why don't you join me?
Best invitation I've had all day. By the way, I went to see Sister Kelly. Gaffney was there. I must say I thought you were exaggerating. Has she always been like that?
Since birth, I should imagine.
You smiled then, in case you didn't realize it.
Well, thank God we can still do that.
You seem to be coping.
Yes, I'm coping. At least when I have a coffee now, that's all I have.
Oh, Governor, you're going to have to do something about that PA system. The women have found a way of using it against us.
Why, what happened?
Well, I was in the laundry just now, and an announcement came over that I was needed in reception.
I didn't hear anything. What makes you think it was the women?
Well, according to the announcement, my transfer to the North Pole has been approved. I think that narrows the field down, don't you think?
I see what you mean. All right, leave it with me and I'll get the electricians to look into it.
Thank you.
Oh, have you taken Gaffney to the laundry yet?
No, I'm just about to do it.
Well, when you do, would you collect Hunt and take her to the interview room? The police want to talk to her.
Right.
The North Pole?
Come on, it is a bit drastic. She wanted to get away from us. She could have just gone in the police car with Stevens and Mitchell.
Jack came down and broke his crown and Jill came tumbling after.
There is a jumbo jet waiting to take you there.
Bloody thing. Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Down came a spider and sat down beside her and she said, "Bugger off, hairy legs." That ought to do it.
Doesn't rhyme.
Who cares, Cass, as long as I get rid of the evidence? God, I wish I'd seen the freak's face. Was it funny?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she went red as the beetroot. Yeah, it was real funny.
Well, don't you start laughing again, Cass. I don't want you hurting your sides, splitting them and everything. Listen, Cass, I've been thinking, why don't I draw you another picture of Mr. Manning?
Oh, no, thanks, Dora. I mean, it's real nice of you, and he's a real nice bloke, but I see him every day, don't I?
Yeah, fair enough.
I wish I had a picture of little Bobbie, but... I mean, I know she was a right little nuisance, but... Geez, I'm going to miss her like mad.
Hey, girls, can I have your attention for a minute, please? Now, Myra has suggested we do a go slow. If you just listen to what she says, she'll explain why, okay?
Well, look, as we all know, this place is straight out of the Dark Ages, right? I mean, look at the machinery, museum pieces. If they taught us a trade for when we got out, it might be okay.
Like what? Most of them can't even write their own names.
Oh, open your eyes, Weasel. Doreen could be a commercial artist. Cass knows all about machinery. Ruth could be a dress designer. I mean, the list goes on, so cut the crap.
Oh, yeah? What about Gloria? What could she do?
Oh, easy. Marriage consultant.
Good one, Jude.
Get stuffed.
Well, that's not very nice, is it? We don't want to give Gaffney here the wrong impression. Okay, Hunt, come with me.
Where to?
Oh, didn't I tell you? The police want to see you, if you can spare the time. Now get out.
G'day, dummy. Did you miss me? Well, come on, girls. Starting to think you don't like me. Suit yourself. I'll be getting some pretty interesting merchandise in here real soon. Happy dreams in little packets. But I'll only be selling to customers who like me. So think it over.
I had to look after some of your customers when they got out of Barnhurst, Gaffney. Now, I don't want that happening to anybody in here. So no dope. Do you understand?
We'll see.
Here we are, Mrs. Ryan. This is my favourite. It's just beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, now I am confused. Look, I think I'll have to send my husband in to pick it out. What's your name, dear, so I can get him to ask for you?
Pardon? Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say?
Your name?
Sandra. Sandra O'Hara.
Well, look, show him those two, would you, Sandra? Thanks very much. Goodbye.
Miss O'Hara?
Yes. Oh, I mean, no. Oh, dear. I knew you'd catch up with me sooner or later. Oh, gosh, this is dreadful. You even know the name I'm using.
Sorry?
You're awfully clever. How did you find out?
What?
My new name. Suppose it doesn't make any difference now, does it?
Well,
And to think I almost gave myself up last week. Honestly, I did. Oh, well, you wouldn't believe me now, would you?
Look, miss, all we want to do is look
I
at the-
know. You're only doing your job. Would you mind if I just go and get my cardigan?
If you like.
Thank you. I won't be a tick. I must say you're being awfully nice about this.
What the hell was all that about?
How would I know? Look, why don't we go somewhere else?
I can't. This is where Lois saw the ring, and I said that I'd come down and take a look at it. Oh, look, Ed. She's coming back.
You see, I didn't know I was escaping. I just thought that... Oh, well, what's the use? Is Mrs. Powell awfully upset?
Who?
Mrs. Powell, the prison governor.
You worry me, Hunt, you know that. Because I don't know what to do with you.
Well, I'm telling the truth, so why don't you believe me and we'll call it quits?
Oh, I want to, but you're going to have to help. See, my superior doesn't know you like I do. He thinks you lie.
And I suppose you don't.
If you tell me you didn't drug the officers, of course I'll believe you. You didn't, did you?
No.
You didn't take the gun.
No.
Parker did.
Yeah.
I thought you said it was Bryant.
Oh, I meant Bryant.
Then say Bryant. Now, who took the little girl?
Parker.
Then you chased them. How far?
Oh, I don't know. About half a mile, I suppose. Look, I
Half
told...
a mile? I thought you said Bryant was sick.
Well, she was. They put her in hospital when she came back.
They put the child in hospital too. Was she sick as well?
Oh, I don't know. She looked all right.
All right. Then you took the gun and got the upper hand. All because you wanted to help the little girl, eh?
Yeah.
Makes you sick, doesn't it, Hunt? I mean, you go to all that trouble and the kid turns around and tips a bucket on you.
What do you mean?
The psychiatrist finally cleared young Cheryl for questioning.
And guess what she said about you? Go on, guess.
Hunt, I never thought you'd get out of here. Looks like I was wrong.
Look, I'm going to still be here when you're collecting the pension, Ferguson, so why don't you just knock it off?
No, you won't. You'll be in Blackmore. What is it you lot call it? The Black Hole. Yeah. You should have thought of that before you planned the escape.
It wasn't me. I didn't do it. It was...
It was Kean. Of course it was. I know that. And now we're both after the same person. Hunt, you need a friend. Someone who can save you from the Black Hole.
How?
Transfers depend on the Governor's recommendations. Those recommendations depend on her staff's daily reports.
What do I have to do?
About Kean, whatever I say, whenever I say it.
All right.
Okay, girls, back to work.
Why, this is fun.
Oh, great fun, Dor, but there's no screws around, so there's not much point, is there?
Oh, yeah.
Geez, you wouldn't read about it, would you? I mean, usually we've got 1,000,000 screws breathing down our necks today. We're on a go slow, nobody within a bull's roar.
So, what are you getting so upset for, dummy?
Because I reckon what Myra says makes good sense, and don't you call me dummy, just don't do it.
Don't worry, Cass. Margo's been on a go slow all her life.
That's right. She wouldn't even work in an iron lung.
Why work when I've got goodies to sell?
I don't think your ears work very well either, Gaffney. I said no dope, and I mean it.
Right, what's going on here? Why aren't you lot working?
Can't. It's Ferguson. We're on a go slow.
You're what?
I'll handle it, Dor. That's right, Miss Ferguson. We're on a go slow, and we're going to stay on it until we get better conditions, better equipment, and better pay. We'd like you to tell Mrs. Reynolds.
And if I don't?
We go slower and slower. I don't think the department would be very happy if they lost the outside laundry contract, do you?
Well done, Myra. Okay, girls, strike's over for today.
The strike's over.
Yeah, just for today.
Are these yours?
Oh, yeah. Had to bring a bit of work home. Why?
Well, if you want me to get dinner, keep them off the kitchen table.
Hey, go easy. You've only got to ask.
I haven't got time to ask. Oh, yeah. And you can do your own washing too, because I'm going out.
Now, hang on, Kay. Now, just a minute. Now, what's going on? I do my share of the housework. You know I do.
Then how come I've never got time to go out?
Well, neither have I. We just haven't found a routine yet, that's all. I mean, let's face it, Mum did a hell of a lot for us. Now we've just got to get used to it.
Yeah, she did a hell of a lot, all right. Lost all my friends, murdered Dad.
Cut it out, Kay. Now, you're not going out with that bunch of no-hopers, are you? You heard what the police said.
How could I forget? Anyway, I'm not. I'm going to the prison.
Huh? Good. Well, tell Mum I'll be out to
Tell
see her tomorrow.
yourself. I'm not going to see her. I'm going to see Gloria.
Well, with all due respect, I think... I can hardly be held responsible for that, can I?
Governor, I've just been to the laundry.
It was Mrs. Powell, I think, but I'll have to check. All right. Goodbye.
Women are on strike. I think they should be confined to their cells.
Don't worry about that now. Stevens and Mitchell are missing.
What? From Barnhurst?
No, they didn't get that far. The trouble is they've lost contact with the police car. That's missing as well.
I'm not really surprised. Mitchell's becoming quite the little expert, isn't she? What's this, her third attempt?
I hardly think she'd steal a police car, do you? It's a bit conspicuous. I'm just worried they could have had an accident.
Yeah, it's a possibility, I suppose.
Well, who took the transfer signatures?
Mrs. Powell, I think.
Yes, I thought so. Do you know where she is?
Yeah, in reception. Do you want me to get her?
No, it's okay.
Oh, yes, can I help you?
I'd like to see Gloria Payne, please.
Sorry, it's a bit late for visitors.
Please, I can't get here any other time.
All right, sign the book. I'll take you through.
Excuse me, Mrs. Powell. Sorry to interrupt. I want to speak to you for a moment.
Well, I'm just about to take a visitor through.
Would you mind, Mrs. Ferguson?
No, not at all.
You signed the book? We've got trouble.
Yes.
Stevens and Mitchell didn't arrive at Barnhurst.
Escaped.
Well, it looks like that.
That's right.
The police want to have a look at the signatures on the transfer papers. Could you get them for me? They'll be here in a minute.
Oh, yeah. Gloria Payne.
Yes.
I see. Come with me.
All right, here it is. Mitchell, Stevens, transfer notice dated 16th. How'd they manage that? 2 police escorting them.
Well, I just hope they haven't had an accident.
Excuse me.
Macy?
Hello, Mrs. Reynolds, Mrs. Parr. I don't suppose you're very pleased to see me, are you?
I don't think we'll be breaking up the champagne, but yes, you could say we are pleased to see you.
Sorry, ladies, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Oh, I'm awfully sorry.
Oh, look, don't worry about it.
On the line, please.
What? Oh, yes, the white line. Gosh, he's nice, isn't he?
Your name is Sandra Louise Mason?
Yes, thank goodness. I was getting awfully tired of Sandra O'Hara.
You have been charged with escaping legal custody, is that correct?
Yes, but it sounds dreadful when you say it like that. You see, I thought you'd given me permission to get married.
You what?
I think I'd better sign that.
You didn't, did you? Look, this may sound a bit silly, but did you send me a wedding card?
No, not that I can remember.
Pixie, you didn't get married.
No, Mrs. Reynolds. No, I didn't.
Hiya, mind if I sit here?
It's a free prison.
Yeah, it's really good. Want a fag?
Okay, suck, what do you want? Because if it's dope, it's COD like I told you before.
Hey, I'll pay later, okay?
No. Now bugger off before I forget I'm a bloody lady. Not coming back, I hope.
Oh, Phil, isn't it a pity that the cops don't want you any more than we do?
Couldn't bear to leave us, could you, Weasel?
Stick it.
Who'd you dob in this time, Hunt?
Don't get too smart. I just got you and your mate off the hook if you want to know.
Desmond, come with me. You've got a visitor.
Oh, who is it?
Your daughter. Get her moving.
Myra! So, Phyllis, you finally told them what really happened, eh?
Yeah. So I'm a hero. Let's just forget it, okay?
I bet I know what really happened. Cheryl gave evidence, right?
Look, I told you
I
before-
don't believe you. But it doesn't matter. All that matters is that Cass and I aren't guilty.
We never was.
Slow down.
Oh, come on, you're going slow on purpose.
You want the visit cancelled, Desmond? I can arrange it, you know. That's better. Now, nice and slow. We found out what you did with the PA system.
I didn't touch it.
Desmond, you're top dog. You're responsible for the women. Now, who did it?
Sorry, I can't help you.
All right. If you say so.
Hello, love. Oh, it's good to see you. Okay, something wrong? You all right?
Oh, Miss Desmond, I am sorry. I've just realised what I've done. You wanted to see Payne, didn't you? Gloria Payne? Oh, my mistake, Desmond. I just wasn't thinking. But I am surprised, though. I didn't think your daughter would want to see Gloria Payne. Where have you been?
With Myra.
Oh, a bit upset, was she? It's funny, I thought she was quite attached to her children, but then I guess prison does funny things to some people.
Oh, it did to you, didn't it?
Hey, Judy, she coming?
No. God, it was a bitch of a thing to do, wasn't it?
I don't understand why a kid'd come all this way to see Gloria.
Well, she's a mixed-up kid, and when you're a mixed-up kid, you're easily led by someone like Gloria.
I reckon Myra would be terrific, Mum. I don't know why a kid'd want to hurt her like that.
No. Oh, my God, look who it is!
Oh, it's good to see you back. Oh, well, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, Cass. Well, it's good to be with my friends again, but, well, I had forgotten how grey it all was.
Now, Pix, don't you worry. You just get some hot tucker in you. You'll be right as rain.
So how are you, love?
Well, I'm not sure. All of the excitement of being apprehended has left me... Well, I'm just not sure.
Yeah. Well, I'm really sorry that you got caught, but I'm really glad to see you again.
Oh, I'm glad to see you too, Judy.
Got yourself a dolly bird, have you, Bryant?
Huh?
Who is
Bitch.
that? She doesn't look very nice
She's
at all.
not.
She's not very nice, Pix, but don't you worry. Me and Jude will keep an eye on you.
We sure will.
Well, I was hoping Bobbie and Minnie would be here so we could have a sort of a reunion like you see in the movies.
Yeah. Well, things have changed around here. Not all for the best.
You mean they're in solitary?
Nah, it's worse than that, Pix.
Oh,
Look,
no.
Let's just get our meal and we'll tell you all the bad news, and then you can tell us all the exciting things happening to you when you were on the outside, huh?
See you soon, sweetheart.
That your rig?
Yeah. How's the road?
Bit of a detour, about 5 mile up ahead. That's where I've been. Some stupid fool turned all the signs around. Got enough there for an army. Going straight through, are you?
Yeah. Want to make Sydney by daylight. Can't afford to stop again if I'm going to make it.
Okay. Let you get on with it then. Take it easy.
Oh, golly, I wish I'd have been here. I used to sing in Daddy's church choir. I could have taught us all some beautiful hymns.
I bet you could have,
Yeah,
love.
trouble is, Pix, I don't reckon my animal noises would have fitted in too good there.
Now, look, we did old MacDonald had a fun because we didn't have a lot of time to learn anything else. You know something? Cass did all the animal noises herself.
Oh, I bet you were great, too,
She
Cass.
was fantastic. The rest of us sounded like a bucket of slops most of the time.
Judy, I'm sure you weren't all that bad.
Yeah, well,
Aren't you going to introduce me to your dolly bird, Bryant? Or do you want to keep her all to yourself?
Crack off, Margo.
No, it's all right. Judy's told me all about you, Margo, and I've decided we should be friends. I think it's so much nicer that way, don't you? Especially since Mrs. Powell told me we're about to share a cell.
We're what?
The prisoners were being transferred to Barnhurst Prison.
Hey, look, everyone, they've just put up Sonia and Bobbie's map shots.
What's happened?
Oh,
bloody Sonia's done a bunk.
Has not been located. Police are investigating. 4 youths appear to...
Well, what about that little monkey Bobbie, eh? Nicking off and never telling anybody about it.
Well, what's wrong, Judy? Are you upset because I didn't tell you?
No, love, I'm not upset about that. I just don't believe that Bobbie knew. In fact, I'm bloody sure she didn't know.
Joan is on her rounds.
Sorry, I'm late. Now, what's this on the radio? I hear about Mitchell and Stevens disappearing.
Well, it's pretty hush-hush at the moment. The police aren't sure whether it's an escape or an abduction. They left in a police car.
No wonder they're keeping it quiet. How's Anne?
Oh, she's pretty grim. This happening so close on the last escape, it wouldn't help anyone's career.
Yes, well, at least the department won't be able to point the finger at her over this one. Now, is there anything I need to know before I start?
Yes, Meg, you might look in on Desmond. She's pretty upset after her daughter's visit.
Right, I'll look in on after my rounds. Is there any good news?
Depends how you look at it. Mason's back. Apparently that is how the police look when she gave herself up.
Well, at least she might be able to cheer the place up. Morale's pretty down at the moment.
Oh, I don't know about that. Burns and Mason together, it could be our morale that goes down the drain.
You're right. And how are you feeling?
I'm fine. I'm tired. Mind you, there were a couple of moments today I would have killed for a drink.
I'll see you in the morning.
Come on.
You know, I don't reckon you've got much to worry about, Jude. Even if Sonia did set up that escape, Bobbie will be all right.
Really? Not if Sonia thought she was in the way, she wouldn't be.
Ah, well, then she'll just dump her and Bobbie will come back here. I bet you she did last time.
Yeah, look, you're probably right. Just don't pay any attention to me. I'm a huge worrywart.
Judy, that's absolutely beautiful.
Do you like it, do you, Pixie? Well, I am glad you like it because I have been working my fingers to the bone to make this for you as a little present.
Oh, I adore it.
It's your colours, huh?
Oh, yes, it's so generous of you.
Oh, thank you. Here you
Oh,
go,
but then
darling.
you are the warmest, most forgiving person I know.
What are you talking about here? Forgiving. It's just a little welcome home present, that's all.
Well, I did go away without saying goodbye to my friends.
Ah, but you said Ralph sprung it on you, Pix.
Oh, yes, well, he did.
It's no good coming to
Give
me.
me time to
There's
buy
a
my
short thing in the
trousseau,
50
wouldn't
can't
you?
lose. Come on, everyone else is having a flutter.
Listen, Fartface, if I want to make a bet, I'll be doing the asking. Is that getting through to your peanut brain, or do I have to use this cue to make me point?
Keep it down. Do you want to have all the screws in here on us?
There you go, Phil. Jude'll be in it. She's a sucker for anything.
If I were you, Phyllis, I would take your book and go away before you cause big trouble.
Just because I don't want to make a bet doesn't mean to say that no one else does, right, girls?
Yeah, I bet it's not the first book that's been running here.
Oh, shut up.
It's all right, Cass. Now, you listen to me, Margo. You don't think for a second that Phyllis will be able to run that book on her own. Do any of you? Don't you think that the freak's behind her? And what do you feel? You all want to line the freak's pocket? Is that what we want?
Who the hell cares? Still make some yourself, don't you?
Yeah, don't stick your nose in where it's not wanted.
Mrs. Morris. Well. Just quiet in here tonight. Hello, Mason.
Hello, Mrs. Morris.
Lock up in half an hour.
Better get back to your dolly bird, Bryant. Someone might steal her.
Hey, come on, you. Come on. Come and sit down, eh? Those mugs don't know what they're talking about.
Thank you.
Nice, eh? Look nice in your room.
Yeah, well, look like
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You got a complaint, Gaffney?
Yeah. How would you like to wake up in the same room as that dippy dame? Oh, I'm slipping. You probably would. What do you want, anyway?
A little respect, Gaffney. You do know my name.
Hard to forget, Miss Ferguson.
Good. Now, Gaffney, I think, that you can supply me with some information about the Fellows gang.
Can't help you there. Stay right away from that mob.
Oh, that's funny. Because a little bird told me that you were up to your ears in the drug trade at Barnhurst.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. And I know that Fellows has got the game sewn up over there.
You mean to tell me those buggers were taking a cut and I didn't even know?
Oh, drop the act, Gaffney. It's very obvious they manoeuvred you in here to open up new avenues.
Be a bit stupid. They'd know I've got no clout in here.
It would be very stupid, Gaffney. Because I made a deal with them to keep their noses out of Wentworth, and I'm going to make sure they don't back down on that.
Well, talk to them about it. It's got nothing to do with me.
Oh, yeah. But just remember, Gaffney, I'm going to be watching every move you make. Understand?
Whatever you say, Miss Ferguson.
You listen to me. You keep stewing over Gloria like that, eventually you're going to lash out. Then you'd be playing right into the freak's hand.
Yeah, I know, Jude. If being in here wasn't bad enough, you've got to put up with sadists like that one.
Well, isn't this cosy? Sleeping together and now eating together.
Bad smell around here. Turn anyone's stomach.
Feeling safe, are you, Kean?
Ah, good morning, Miss Ferguson. Didn't notice you there.
Well, then I shall just have to make my presence felt a little more. Can't have you lapsing into a false sense of security, can we? Isn't that right, Hunt? Oh, watch where you're going, Parker.
Sorry, Miss Ferguson. She nearly had me then for having 2 goes at the porridge. Here you are, Myra. Got you another bowl. Thought it might cheer you up.
Thanks awfully, Cass, but I don't think I could eat another mouthful.
Oh, well, I'll have it then, unless anybody else wants it.
Well, you're welcome to it. Hey, what's wrong with you this morning? Margo gave you a hard time last night.
Oh, no. Well, she was very rude about my beautiful rug. Apart from that, we didn't say anything. Oh, well, I tried to talk, but she told me to... You know I can't say that word.
No, don't you worry about her, love. Her mouth is as ugly as her face.
Well, something's bothering you, love.
Oh, well, it's this porridge, Jude. I'd forgotten how awful it was. I was just thinking how lucky Bobbie was to be out there getting some decent food.
Well, you don't know that, do you? Bobbie might be out there wishing she was back here with us eating this horrible muck. Coffee, Ellen?
Yeah, thanks.
Now, I know you're worried about Kay, but I'm sure she'll be back soon.
I hope you're right. But you should have heard her on the phone last night. I know she was pretty upset, but I'm sure she meant it when she said she was never going to come home again. If only I knew where she was. I could talk to her or something.
Have you rang all her friends?
Yeah, no one's seen hide nor hair of it. Oh, God, Mrs. Morris, how am I going to tell Mum? I feel like I've let them both down.
Oh, that's nonsense. What happened at the prison yesterday was certainly none of your doing, so stop blaming yourself. It's just an unfortunate mistake.
Unforgivable, more like it. How'd Mum handle it?
She's not blaming Kay, if that's what you mean. Well, how about I have a word with her?
Yeah, just tell her I'll get in to see her as soon as I can.
Oh, well, you stop worrying.
Yeah, right. I'll call you if I hear from Kay. And thanks, Mrs. Morris. You've been terrific.
Make yourselves at home, ladies. Oh, and by the way, no use yelling for help. There'll be no one round here until next week.
Bastard, you let us out of here! We can't give us up there, Bobbie!
You're all right? I know these people.
So why are you locked up, huh? If they got you out as a favour, what the hell are you doing locked up with me? We're both gonna give it. They sprung you to get rid of you, and I'm not even supposed to be here! Well, you got it wrong!
All right? Now just calm down. I'll see that nobody hurts you, okay? All right?
Yes, all right, Mrs. Reynolds. No, nothing yet. Okay, thanks. Well, you're in for a rare treat. My dulcet tones are going to officially open the PA system.
Should be ripped out. Those animals took advantage of it before it was properly installed. Imagine what they're going to do now that it's working. Oh, for God's sake, turn it down, will you?
Oh, hey, Pix, it's all right.
Yeah, honey, relax. It's just the public address system.
Well, you scared me half to death. I thought the dryer was going to blow out.
Who's that?
Work areas.
That sounds like Mrs. Phelan.
From time to
Sounds
time,
dreadful. Can't we do something about that awful racket?
What racket's that, Phyllis? Mrs. Powell or your little money-making scheme?
Get stuffed, Desmond. There's nothing wrong with running a book.
Oh, I agree. But until I find out who's running the book, no one else places any more bets, okay?
Oh, get the big speeches, will you? Who the hell are you to tell me what I can do with my money?
Obviously, you haven't heard. We took a vote after breakfast this morning. We all agreed. What Myra says goes.
Yeah, well, nobody asked me. So as far as I'm concerned, you can all get knotted. Here, Phil. Jumbo lad, both ways in the 50.
I'll have that. And the rest. Hand it over. Well, looks like I'll have to speak to the governor about this. And, Payne, don't worry, I won't mention your name. That'll be your little reward for keeping me informed.
Bitch!
Shut up. Hey, I didn't, honestly.
Oh, Desmond, it's tough being top dog, isn't it? So many little problems to contend with. Okay, Payne, you can take over hunch duties.
Hey, I didn't, honestly.
Get out now, Payne. Sorry for the little interruption, ladies.
Well, I don't believe that.
Yeah, well, I do, bloody little lagger. Come on, Desmond, show us what you're made of.
Myra, that'll be a setup.
A bullet was!
I know, Jude, I know. I'll handle it. Shut up and get back to work.
I thought you wanted to get out of that hellhole.
This isn't getting out. Don't even know where we are. Sonia, what's going to happen to us? We've been here for hours.
Well, they're probably organising accommodation for us. They can't have us wandering around the streets, can they? Oh, look, it'll be all right. I told you I'd look after you.
A friend of mine has come to take you to see the boss. Not you. He doesn't like to be kept waiting. Don't worry. I'll look after your little mate.
What's the matter? You're not scared, are you?
Why'd you tell him that?
Just this corridor, Payne.
Why'd you tell him I lagged?
You must be mistaken. I never said anything of the sort.
You did. As good as anyway. They'll kill me, you know that, don't you? Why? What have I done to you?
You know, Payne, I think you're getting yourself into a stew over nothing. But I tell you what, I'll stay close, just in case Desmond did get the wrong idea back in there. Now get the floors clean.
Tell fellows he won't be sorry he got me out, Mr. Renner. I'm sure I'll prove more than an asset to the operation in Sydney.
You got it all wrong, sweetheart.
Then why am I sitting here?
Oh, you'll be an asset, all right. But not the way you think. You see, we want Eddie.
Eddie's dead.
Ah, no. That's just what he'd like us to think. Your Eddie's running scared. He's got good reason to.
The accident?
Faked, when our Melbourne branch cottoned onto his double dealing. Oh, Eddie's alive, all right. And you, sweetheart, are going to flush him out.
Thought your number was up, didn't you, Gloria? Well, it is. But not yet. I wouldn't give Ferguson the satisfaction. You see, she's probably just round the corner waiting for me to thump you. Don't believe me? Watch this.
Well, Desmond, couldn't keep away, could you? Well, it's not going to look too good on your record when you're charged with assaulting Payne.
Assaulting Payne? Why would I do that, Miss Ferguson? Actually, after what you did to her in the laundry, I thought I'd better come out and check that you hadn't followed through with something worse. But I can see she's all right. I'm very sorry about that, Miss Ferguson. Fancy me thinking you'd be so vicious.
I'm wasting my time trying to protect you. She's going to wait till I'm not around. Sorry about that, Payne. You're on your own now. Get the floor clean before you go to lunch.
What happens when you get rid of Eddie?
Won't need you anymore, will we? Get Keith up here.
You surprised me, Mr. Renner. I'd heard that you were a very clever businessman. You're going to let a lot of money go down the drain if you get rid of me.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I'm sure you've heard of my setup in Melbourne. There's no reason why I can't use my talents up here. To your rules, of course.
Mr. Renner? Oh, yeah, that excess baggage. Where is she? Blubbering mess in the basement.
Put her out of her misery. This one I'll think about for a while.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare of waking up alone. On the inside the roses grow, they don't mind the stony ground, but the roses here are prisoners too when morning comes around.